Hey guys, today we're going to get the subframe back under the car. Going to do the polyurethane body bushings, and I'll take you through that kit, and let's get after it.
Sucker, you still don't know? Man, go ask your daddy.
All right guys, so what I went with was the energy suspension polyurethane body bushings for the Trans Am. So the kit comes here, and there's a lot in that little box, but I pulled the instructions out, which you're going to need those. Don't throw those away. Here's everything that's in there. All right, so like I say, you're going to need this instruction sheet. On this instruction sheet, if you look, it's got a parts list, and in that parts list, it's got a part number by each part that, as far as your bushings go. So, for instance, here there's 4 404s. All right, you come down here, and it lays out your position, how you stack them. Okay, so your position 1, that's your radiator core support. Okay, so that's right here. And then 2 and 3, they're stacked the same way. But for instance here, the first one I grabbed, I don't know if you can see that on there. It is 404. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm just gonna organize these by their number and stack them as they would go in the car. Like a puzzle. All right, guys. I went through the instructions, took my time, read the numbers out, got everything stacked up, and then got it on the frame as it needs to be. Don't overlook the instructions on this one. They're very helpful. We got the body, supplied shell. And then we've got 403. This guy right there. She slide on like a soul. All right, 404 comes underneath. Then you got your washer. Looks good. Here we go. 404, washer, boom. So now I got everything situated. I'm gonna go through this and double check and just make sure I've got everything laid out here correctly, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right, guys, so in order to get this frame back bolted to the body, I went and picked up a 5/8 inch 1 foot threaded rod. And Summit sells these tools. They're like $59 or whatever. And this is essentially what they do. They go into the hole. And they line up with this hole. Basically what I did was just went to these locating holes. There's no concern up front here where the core support is, but right here and here, and then here and here, where those 4 body mounts are, there's concern. Now, we got to make sure that we're square, and I took the measurements. You got to be within, I believe, spec is like 1/8 of an inch, and that'll make you square. My thought was, is everything fit before? So I took the exact measurements, and I even got myself a straight edge that I haven't used since the drafting class. And I tried to make it real nice. And I took more measurements than I need to. But one thing that I learned was there are locating holes. And I guess when this thing was running down the factory, right there, that hole is a locating hole. And then back here that is a locating hole. This guy right there. So I took my measurements from there, and I feel pretty confident about it, at least at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this body down, get it bolted up, and then just start pulling out the tape measure and seeing what I can do to get it back to the way it was before I pulled it out. I'm gonna lower it down and see how close I can get, and we'll go from there. About 3/4 of an inch off yonder. So I'm gonna bump this up. I'm gonna get that that threaded rod in there, that 5/8 rod, and drop her back down again. All right, I just gotta get just that other threaded rod. I don't even remember where I put it, dude. I mean, it's not like it's important or anything. Ha, yeah. We're way too off, because that's got to come back, plus we're a little high. It's going to kind of rotate like this, so it'll probably knock that jack stand over and go off of that jack stand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this one to stay, which I probably won't. Let's see how close we can get, and I'm going to get on my wheels and just pull this jack stand. If one of them comes out, I think on 3 points we're going to be just fine. This one, it's not gonna tip. And what we're gonna do is that side has to go back, but it's going off this pivot point.
I know what you mean.
Okay, all right. I'm going in, man.
Do you want me to go down there?
No, man, look, you wearing a white shirt, huh?
I don't give a fuck about this shirt now. I'm wearing my fucking sweatpants and shitty, man. It's not me.
All right, it's cool, it's cool. I appreciate you looking out for the elderly, but in this case, I think I'm good. All right, what I'm mostly counting on you to do is to pivot it and kind of, actually, I can see exactly where the hole is and where that all rod is, so that all thread. So if that, as long as that stays in place, we good. Now, here's the other thing. If I drop this jack stand, everything's fine, because this isn't heavy, I can hold it. But I just don't want another damn blood blister.
Cool.
Fucking things. Okay, on the count of 7, we're gonna... No, all right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, pivot. Stop. Damn, dude, we're right there. How about it? What?
Nothing. I'm just hoping. Making sure we're all good.
Yep, we're good. All right. Do you see that? Look at it. Would you look at it? Look at it. All right. Oh, All right, now let's see if we can get this guy. Okay. With this dub. All right, can you drop down? No, I've got this. I'm gonna try and, whoops. Let me get off this creeper because I'm rolling all over. Because that's what it's supposed to do. Hey, ha, ha.
No. I want to push off this.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just, all right, I'm good. Now,
I'm just kidding.
oh, thanks, buddy. All right. All right, drop her down.
Drop what down?
The left.
Okay.
Do you remember how to do that?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
It's
Drop it down, bub.
It's just going on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's not enough weight on it. Okay, keep going. Okay. There we go. Okay, this side's gotta come up. get me started. Start me up, man. Come on now. You got, Lord loves a working man. Lord loves a working man. How about it? Good. We're in. All right, now I gotta go to this side. Do the same thing.
And then you need your butt.
All right, so what you do with this this rod hanging out here is you kind of manipulate this around. And I am in the hole. Lord loves the working man. Oh, well, would you look at that? All right, guys. Now, our job is not done yet, but the heavy lifting's done. Now it's the precise precision. But these guys, they're kind of nice because they kind of thread in there. And again, this is finger tight. I can still manipulate this frame. So what I'm going to do next then is I am going to get back here, get some bolts in these guys. All right, so as you can see, like with this rod, I mean, you still get a lot of movement. So when they say line them up with the holes and, you know, get straight and all this, I mean, you guys, you still get, look at that. You still get a ton of movement. So I would not rely completely on these. I'm gonna throw a zip tie around these on each side so they don't fall out. All right. I think this plan is just crazy enough to work. How far up there are we? We're up there. Yeah, there we go, even better. All right, so our rods are in place. Now comes my measurements, my diabolical measurements. So I'm gonna zap this, get it just tight enough where she's not moving that easily. And then we'll put her up in the air. That's too tight now. Oh, that's probably too loose. Goldilocks. All right. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So essentially what I'm doing here is just going through, taking my measurements. I'm gonna go backwards from kind of where I measured. And again, some of these are not through measure, locating holes or any of that stuff. I just took kind of some points of reference. 8 1/4 E. 8 1/4 dead on. F is 8. Hey, Brendan.
Yeah.
Can you go to the frame horn on the driver's side and give her a shot towards me? It's gonna be a little harder. Little more. Little more. We there?
Yeah.
Actually, we're dead on. Those locating pins are still in. All right. I mean, the rest is just kind of elementary. Let's go D. D is 7. Okay, that's dead on 7. C is 6 1/2 long. That is 6 1/2 on the button. All right. H. $65 long. 65 1/8. So we're a 16th off of what we were. Okay. 64 7/8. see what we got here. Uh, 64 7/8. Dead nuts on. All right. We are dead nuts on. I was an 1/8 off over here on one of them. I guess I could, or a 16th actually off over here. It's right where it was when I took it out. So I guess we'll claim victory. Let's tighten these guys down. Yep. We're there. Yep. There we go. There we go. The shit was this all about? That's what I thought. You guys, easy for you to say. You guys deserve a job done. Well, that is the end of the subframe installation. And I will see you guys when I see you. Yeah.